back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 4 speed build today. And so today, I am doing a very, very special collab with my good friend Ziistel, and she is so freaking cool and so nice of doing this collab with me because we are doing the Fox and the Hound's house. She's building Copper's house, and I'm building Todd's house. So Todd is a fox, and Copper is like the hound dog. And I'm so excited to say that this is like my favorite one I've done so far because Fox and the Hound is that one movie that really is really, really good. Like, it's a friendship between a dog and a fox, and they just like basically are inseparable, and they're like just amazing together. And I feel like me and Ziistel are like best of friends already because we've talked over Twitter, YouTube, and like, I don't know, I'm just so happy that we are friends and doing this collab together of like the two favorite characters in Disney history that are like two different types of animals, and they become best friends from, you know, from the same common thing. And I like that. It's like me and Ziistel we're like, we love The Sims together. We love Disney. She loves everything that I love. And like, hey, we best friends for life. And so for the Fox and the Hound's house, for Todd's house actually, there is no yellow at all in The Sims 4 whatsoever for like paneling. You know, the paneling style wallpaper. We don't have any yellow. It just looks like very tannish. So I had to use the tan, quote unquote, yellow wallpaper. And I don't know, I hope we get more colors in The Sims 4 that will really reflect of what I'm trying to interpret here. And I was having a lot of trouble with, like, you know, the way the house was shaped because I looked at the picture online on Google of what the Fox and Hound's house looks like. And it looks very, very simple. But I know for a fact that in the movie, they don't show the interior at all. So I had to use my imagination for what it was. So I had the vibe of, you know, grandma style, country, farm-like style. And so that's what I kind of kept with. That's why I kind of kept the style of the house the way it is. I did not build the barn because building a barn on a foundation is really hard. But also it's just very difficult with just the way it is. So I kept that aside. I didn't add it to this build. But if you guys want to download this build, I will leave it up on the gallery for you guys to download. And you can add the barn yourself. And so on and so forth. And I used one of the roofs to make that, you know how like in the country, or I don't know, just in the Fox and the Hound, Courage's house actually has one of these too. But you know, you can like use a roof like the, not Wizard of Oz, no, it is, yeah, Wizard of Oz. So you know where at Dorothy's house, her country house, where like they had to go under, like down in the basement, they had like that little door, and that's what I used the roofs for. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so freaking cool. And hopefully, I don't know, but I want more like door type things, like that can go down into the basement, or just random things that make no sense. I just want in The Sims 4. Like, I don't know. I just want everything, you know, that's just me. And I was also having a little bit of trouble. So I had the intention of making like a clothing line, like a clothing line where you can like hang your clothes on, but we don't have any of that. And I tried to make it, it didn't go so well. So whenever we get eco living stuff, or I forget what the name of the pack is called, or whenever we're going to get it, whenever we get that like eco style living pack or whatever, I think we're going to get clothing lines. So hopefully I can come back to this house and put it in properly with the right amount of things that I want to put in it. And that's what I feel like that's what the whole pack is all about. Like eco living, nature, and just all around like nature and eco living. So that's really what this house is all about. That house and that pack. And I feel like it will go together. So I will re-adventure back into this house, renovate it when the time comes when we get that pack. Because I'm just so happy about everything. And so if you guys want to check out Ziistel's build when she builds the Copper's house, I will definitely leave the link down below in the description because I think that you guys will be in for a treat. She's so talented at like storytelling, building houses, and like I watch all of her builds and I watch her Cats and Dogs Let's Play and I'm like, yo, you great. Give me more of it, please, and thank you. But I don't know if she's gonna watch it. So I feel like she's gonna watch it and think like, why did I collab with this person? This boy is crazy. Someone send help. I don't know. That's what I think about myself all the time. Like, I'm crazy. I'm a little bit silly, but you know, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. And again, with the interior of the house, it's more a country style, and that's what I kind of got the vibe of. And I have an idea for the next collab. Well, maybe, I don't know. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later in Twitter, on Twitter DMs, we'll think about it later. But I'm like so pumped. Like I feel like Ziistel's like that one friend. Like, Simproof was like that one friend that I always collabed with all the sinking time. And I feel like Ziistel's like that as a friend where I'll collab with her all the time. So, another collab coming very soon. Not really, but I don't know. We'll plan out another collab sooner or later because I feel like we connect a lot better. I feel like if you're gonna find a friend over like this love of the Sims or on Twitter, and you both play the Sims as well, you both have a YouTube channel or whatever, and you really connect really well, I feel like you will be like the best of friends no matter what, and you will collab like literally all the time. Like I feel like James and Deli are like that, those two people who will collab all the time, which they do because they're such good friends and they connect really, really well. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so excited for like the next collab that we're going to do because this was so much fun. Like just planning out collabs is like the fun of it, and thinking of like new ideas of what we could do and like a lot of different things and incorporate our different styles and I don't know, combine them together and make something really, really cool. And so I'm just pretty pumped. I'm just really excited for like more videos to come, the new year, life in general, and I'm just so proud of everyone in the community of coming together as a family. I'm talking like I'm silly, which I am. And I was having trouble. With this house a lot because I didn't know what the interior of the house looked like because I rewatched, well, I didn't rewatch like the first film, but I watched Fox and the Hound 2 on Netflix. And so I watched that and I'm like, oh my gosh, Copper and Todd are like the best of friends. I don't know, I guess I like the second movie a little bit better, but I also like the very much original Disney film of Fox and the Hound. Just because, it's the original movie, how it all came together. I kind of read the book a little bit, but I didn't really read it as much as I wanted to. But I might go ahead and actually read it again just because, that story is very, unique, very different. And I think that's what Disney, Pixar, Pixar and Disney are known of, storytelling and making very connective stories of emotion and life and love and friendship and just all around just everything. And I feel like that's what this movie was all about. Friendship, connecting with like family and just knowing each other and you'll be there for each other for no matter what. And that's what like, I guess like no matter how old they get, no matter what their differences are like, because Copper was trained to become a hound dog and like a hound dog, an attack dog or whatever. I'm not really sure what the term is called. But he was a hunting dog. That's what it's called. He was trained to be a hunting dog and hunt like foxes and rabbits and whatnot for his owner, who was very, very evil, but became very nice towards the end. He's fine. And so I feel like that when they got older, it was during that time where like they were hating each other so much that they forgot that they were best friends when they were younger. And I guess whenever they realized one got hurt, they came to their rescue and kind of rekindled that friendship that they used to have when they were, kids. And so I really like that stuff a lot. And it really makes me so happy to see like friendships grow and like they fall apart, but also come back together where they think of all the old memories that they used to have. And it's kind of cool. And so let me know in the comments below, have you seen the Fox and the Hound have you seen the original or have you seen the second movie? I would love to know what your thoughts are about the movie because I feel like, I don't know, and give me your like stories and your opinions as well of what do you think? Did you actually have that kind of friendship where you're like, you two were like, you and your friend were like best friends ever since like you were in diapers, but then you kind of, one moved away and like friendship fell apart, but then you found your friend again in this like random situation and you just kind of rekindled that friendship that you used to have when you were kids. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know. I want to hear your old time friendship stories that you used to have with your friends. Because I think that's like kind of a good idea of thinking of new storylines that could come up with, or storylines that you guys can come up with in The Sims or in real life, or a book that you want to write yourself. And that's what my whole idea of like, story time with SpringSims is where I want to read your guys' stories, whether it's about like you and your friend or yourself or a character that you created yourself, and you kind of made this random story out of the blue with a idea that you had in mind. And that's what I want. That's what I actually want to do. I want to make my own stories to what I think is cool and what I think is fun. And so that's what Storytime with SpringSims is going to be about. Reading your guys' stories and reading my stories and just kind of just telling you guys my opinion about everything. And that's like more of like an IRL sit down type of, video of what I'm going to really do. And I was pausing for a long time. I did not realize it because I was on like my other second monitor looking at the pictures, but also getting distracted by, what was it? Netflix? Yeah, I was watching Fox and Hound. I'm like, oh, this looks pretty cool. I'm just going to sit here and watch it for a little bit. But then later I realized, oh wait, I was still recording and building. Yeah, so I'm like, I need to stop that, or like still play it on my other monitor and still watch, like, and still build. And this was the part where I was actually starting to build the barn, quote unquote, but it didn't work. But I probably might build it again, like come back to it whenever we get eco living. I'll come back to this house, renovate it, put the barn in it, and put like the clothing line over it as well, just to make it more, the way it was supposed to be. And I was gonna build it in Brindlin Bay originally because of like the coastal, beachy, countryside vibe. I had the idea, but it didn't seem to work, so I put it in Willow Creek, which is the base game world in The Sims 4. If you have the base game, you know where it is. It's basically it's right like near the same neighborhood where the pancakes actually live. I believe it's like right next door to where their house is. And so this is where the part where I started doing the clothing line. I was looking for like some type of string or whatever. It just didn't work. I was like spending like hours on end, like not literally hours. I was spending like a couple of minutes just trying to find the right type of string that I could use. And when I found it, still didn't find it though. When I was going to find it, I was going to put like one of the clothing racks, one of the clothing racks to make the, put the clothing on top of it, but it just didn't work. It looked ugly and I didn't like it. So this right here. Yeah, this is what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing. I was like, oh, this is gonna look really cool in the end when I make it work. It did not work at all. It was like around 10 o'clock. I was like, I need to stop this. It's not working. And so I just kept it very, very simple on the exterior of the house. Because again, the exterior of the house from the movie and from the first movie, it doesn't show a lot of stuff, and the backyard didn't have a lot of stuff in general at all. And so I kind of, again, used my imagination to make it, spruce it up a little bit, make it my own. And so that's why I kind of added planter boxes, because I feel like the widow in the movie, she is a farmer, so she has like, cows, chickens, goats and stuff like that, and she farms a lot of stuff. And I feel like she has like, has her own garden where she plants things. And so I felt like that the potted plants, planters, whatever, the planter things, the boxes, I wanted to put those there because I felt like that she had her own garden, planted her own crops, like her carrots, her celery, her apples, or whatever. I just wanted to put that there as a little activity. And also a little bird feeder, because birds in the country, they fly everywhere. And it's crazy, but it's great. And I really love, the parenthood pack really made this whole entire house put together with the kitchen and the living room, well, mostly the kitchen and the dining room area, because Parenthood, I feel like there's certain swatches in there that make it more country-like and more, I don't know, it fits the theme of the entire movie, and I like it. And they're all we're in harmony a lot. Like that's like the song like We're in Harmony, which is the song that they sing in the second movie, which I'm like, yo, Copper got those pipes, though. Copper got some pipes, golden pipes for days to sing. Like, what in the world? It's crazy. It's awesome though. So if you guys want to see more collabs with me and Ziistel, let me know in the comments below. And what should we build next? Should it be like a Disney film that we should build next, or should we do a Nickelodeon or a Cartoon Network, or should we make the characters from the Fox and the Hound, or whatever should we do next? Because we actually would love to know your guys' ideas and suggestions on the next collab that we should do, because it's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, I hope you guys really much enjoyed this build as much as I did. Let me know link down in the comments below as always, and be sure to check out Ziistel's build, link down below in the description, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!